everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about a reason why people commonly fail their driving test. And that reason is going over lane lines. Now, when you're driving, there are probably going to be many lines on the road that you're going to see. And each of those lines means a different thing. They each represent different things. Now, this will vary depending on where you live, but the majority of major cities use very similar lane markings to designate certain things. Now, here's what is the case most of the time. You're going to have to research according to where you live, but most of the time, a solid line usually designates a do not cross, meaning a solid line basically should never be crossed over. So immediately, if you cross over the driving test, if you cross over a solid line on the driving test, there is a highly good chance that you're doing something that is unsafe or illegal, which will mean that you're probably going to lose points and you're probably going to fail the test. So right off the bat, as long as this is the case where you live, if you cross over a solid lane line right away, that's going to be a huge negative thing towards your ability to pass the driving test, and it's a huge reason why people fail the driving test. Now, in addition to that, there are going to be dotted lines. Now, sometimes you can cross over dotted lines. It doesn't automatically mean there's a dotted line and we can just go over it. And, most of the time you can, but with the right precautions. If you just cross over a dotted line, that's an unsafe maneuver. Probably going to lose points, probably going to fail. If you want to cross over a dotted line and let's say switch lanes, then guess what? You need to do the right precautions, signal, mirrors, blind spot check, maintain your speed, make sure that it's safe to do so, and then you may change lanes if it's legal and safe to do so. And that's if the lines are dotted, and that's assuming that where you live, these are the rules that you follow. On the other hand, another situation that can cause you to fail the driving test with regard to crossing over lane lines, going over lane lines, is if you're driving and all of a sudden you just drift over a lane line and then you go back in the lane. So let's say I'm driving in the right lane and I just drift a little bit to the left, I cross over the line with my tires and I come back to the right. That is once again a huge problem. It shows the driving test examiner that you A, cannot drive in a centered straight line, that you B, cannot judge the left or right side of the car, or the left side if you're drifting over to the left, and that you C, cannot have proper steering control. And those are the reasons why you might fail your driving test. So crossing over lane lines in itself is bad depending on the situation, but even if you just barely cross over a lane line, it's going to send all sorts of negative signals to the driving test examiner, and those negative signals might cause you to fail your driving test, or they'll almost certainly cause you to lose points. And if you lose enough points, that's going to lead to you failing the test. And that's it. That's a simple reason why people fail their driving test, crossing over lane lines. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.